Dzień dobry, Warszawa. Welcome to the Build Tour.
I think this venue is absolutely amazing. It's been completely transformed from this old bus station into this fantastic space below us. But for me, the most amazing thing is the passion of the Polish development audience. They're so invested in what they're doing, and it's so great to be partnering with such a fantastic community. The thing that struck me most about the questions we received is the desire that the community have to improve the products that they actually use to base their livelihoods on. It's really empowering to see that we're doing the work that benefits them and to see how they can take that through into their own products.
I was on the Build Tour last year, so I was able to tell all my colleagues, I was the only one of the team who was here last year, so a whole bunch of new colleagues, and I was able to tell them what a great time they were going to have, and such a warm welcome. And you know, you guys always come up with the best venues, and this is just amazing, this old bus station here. For me, it was so nice meeting so many friends. It's always great for me to be out on these events and having Polish developers coming up, and you know, they've seen me on videos and saw me last year. So it just feels like, you know, meeting with great friends again. It's really cool. Real interest in all these new ways for computers to connect with end users. So load of questions on the cognitive services, the artificial intelligence that I was speaking about in my breakout. And then, yeah, we brought 5 HoloLens devices along, and there was a queue all day for people wanting to try them out. It's always great seeing people's faces when they put those on for the first time and they're seeing these images as if they're right there. It's great seeing the delight and excitement it brings to people.
Should always look cool when you write code.
So I think it's really an awesome event. The place is exceptional here at the old autobus station. The audience was really interested in a lot of things, Azure and also Windows, which is really good. So we have a lot of great interaction with them during the Q&A, a lot of interested questions from everyone.
Is it heads, empty array? Or tails, empty string?
It is tails! We have a winner.
This has been an amazing event. Just when you think about going around the world talking to developers where they are, more than anything, we want to hear about what the problems are people are trying to solve. And you know, we get an opportunity to talk to the developers, but we also like to listen and hear about what they're trying to solve, and hear people were telling us about all sorts of different types of problems. I think the fact that you guys are so excited and enthusiastic about software development is continually refreshing for us and helps us get excited too. We had a good mix of C# developers and JavaScript developers. It felt like there was a really even balance here, which is, in a lot of other venues, it's been mostly one way or the other. And so I think we like the fact that this is a really great mixture of people who target different types of platforms, and that's a good experience for us too.
I liked the suggestion that came yesterday. Someone asked during the event, how do we pick the topics that are at the event? And this year, I wasn't here last year, but this year I know that one of the sessions was picked by the local sub. So we picked to talk about serverless. And I think going forward, what would be interesting is if we had more of a menu of options and we could say to our developers, what do you want to hear more about? And the second thing I would do is we have these developer hero stories that tell us what people are working on. I'm excited to see those because they'll help us to understand what people are working on and what we can also start doing in market on a more regular basis with people through hackathons and hackfests themselves.
I think the event was fabulous. It's a great location, but of course the best part is the developers themselves. They're so attentive, so many of the developers just stayed through the whole day and even stuck around afterwards to talk with us. I think the fact that so many developers came out for the next day to work on some projects with us and get one-on-one time with Microsoft developers was the best part for me.
I think what I liked about the event was just the number of people that came and expressed a real good interest in what we have to say and just what they're working on as well. For us, it's a very different environment where we are, and when we come out here we get to hear local stories and the things that people want to work on. So for me, I think that feedback is fantastic and it just helps us make sure we build better products.
Yeah, there was a huge insight for me, like what technologies they use and questions they asked.
Yes.
And we usually trying to get this information from the local Microsoft people, but you always learn something new when you actually talk to people. And we were surprised, but it's not with the interest they expressed to some technologies we didn't expect.
Yeah, the other thing I liked was the hackathon. It was interesting to see some people actually just trying something they'd never tried before and succeeding at it. And I think the whole competitive nature helps as well because people are like, yeah, we're going to try this thing, I've never tried it. And they ask really valuable questions that we actually just take for granted. So that was also a great learning.